Watching the play has helped me learn, not to be selfish, and I've actually been being a bit more mindful about my words.
I like the play of Jonah, but then when I realized what Jonah did, where he has been selfish and stuff, sometimes that's me, and I try to repent, and then I really love this camp because it teaches me a lot of stuff.
He's been teaching us memory verses. We've been doing all kinds of stuff to talk about Jesus.
I threw the stick in the fire, basically symbolizing that I just gave my soul and my body to Jesus.
In my worst times, whether I'm preparing for a school test or in the belly of a fish, as Jonah was, that I can always count on him.
Spread more of the gospel to friends and family that you have not, that don't believe in God.
There's works, trusting in your works, and trusting in Jesus. I honestly picked about trusting in Jesus.
If you're a Christian, you have to do it's not just going to be easy. You have to face challenges, and sometimes God's plan isn't the plan that you would want for you, but that's part of being a Christian. That I had to get my eyes, my ears, my hands, and my feet, and my future all to Him.
He's been telling me to forgive people like God forgives us, and love each other the same way you would want to be loved, and just be forgiving and give people second chances, because we all make mistakes and we need to understand each other and forgive each other and love each other.
God has taught me to always give people second chances, and whenever you're selfish, greedy, or mean, you always gotta forgive like God does. That Jonah wanted to disobey and run the opposite way, but then he repented and followed Jesus.
Respecting and obeying Him.
About goodness and the fruits of the Spirit. Joy, peace, love, kindness, peace, joy, and love.
I would try not to sin as much, and that I would be friends with God.
I prayed for Jesus to be in my heart.
I made a decision to give God and Jesus my body.
How to be a better person.
He was teaching us how to not be selfish, because Jonah was really mad at God, but he was trying to help him. We were throwing sticks in the fire to give our body to Jesus, the things we do in our lives and the places we go and the things we say.
To love one another. I made a decision to love Jesus more.
He taught me how I was saved and how I could believe in His word and really trust Him a lot.
The ways on how to share the gospel with others. The stick was a symbol of us, and the fire was God's raging love for us. And when I threw it in the fire, it felt like I was in God's hands and He can take care of me. I made a decision to start sharing the gospel a bit more.
He's taught me about Jonah, how even though he did wrong, God still saved him.
Every part of your body should belong to Him. There were some parts of my body that I didn't give to God. I didn't give Him my mouth, my legs, or my hands. And at the campfire, I decided to give them all to Him.
I think He's been teaching me it's just better to share it and keep it to yourself. I decided to give my life and body to Jesus. I threw the stick in the fire and giving my life to Jesus.
God has been teaching me to keep going and know that He's by my side, and if He has set Him into His heart, He'll never leave us. I made a decision to throw my stick into the fire to give all my body parts and everything to God and let Him take control.
He's been teaching me to be a better person, to get closer to Him. He's been teaching me a lot of new things that I really need to get closer to God, because I haven't been so close to Him. I dedicated my whole life to Him. I threw a stick into the bonfire, and I did everything for Him, and I'm going to dedicate everything I do, I'm doing it for Him.